All right, so technically it's Tuesday because tomorrow I'm leaving for Sweden. I'm gonna spend several days teaching there and then end in Munich, Germany. So, so if you're in that area, stop by and take a class. But tomorrow I think I'm gonna be a little crazy because I've got to be out of here by noon. Anyway, long story short, I'm gonna try to start this on Tuesday and hopefully finish it on Wednesday. But that being said, I'm gonna get my tape out here because we're just going to tape the spine, and then we're going to put some gesso on this and hope for the best. I have no idea what I want to do today. I just know I want to be messy or whatever, but I bought these because, you know, I don't have any stamps ever. When I was at Scrap Doodle, I don't know, I just like the bigness, I think, of them. And I think I'm just going to put these on here. And anyway, I was considering like taking them off, and then I just figured why not. I kind of liked it just like that. So I'm going to take some Stays On and I'm going to ink up this and then press it down to the background. I have no idea if they're even going to stay wet long enough, but I kind of don't even care because this is the last thing I have out on my table in front of me. So why not go ahead and use it, right? And I could use one number, two numbers, but why not use them all? I'm going to act like it's a big, like 8.5 by 11 stamp itself, which, you know, I love big stamps. Alright, so I'm thinking I'm going to take some gesso and one of my new palette knives, because my friend Debbie Mack bought me a whole bushel of them. I'll use this one. And I'm just going to palette knife with some gesso over the top. So it's not consistent, it's not really brush stroked, it's uneven, it'll leave a little bit of texture. There's no other reason why, because I have palette knives and will use, but it will give me some texturizing and kind of embed those numbers so it pushes them back into the distance and gives me a little bit of depth. And when I'm done, I'll be back. Since I'm still on my quest to use up my rub-ons, I thought I've got this cool set of Jenny Rolling rub-ons here. And maybe I'll just put it with the numbers because it's months. So let's see if I can't get one rub-on closer to the end. So I'm thinking of like really watery amounts of golden fluid acrylic. Or I could do something else. Or not. Maybe I'll just go with that. Let's see. Quinacridone and magenta. Probably don't need that. Little chunky piece. Oh, that's way too much. That's okay. And how about some Indian yellow hue? I kind of like that together. And then I'll probably drop in some teal. She needs that. So I'm thinking lots of spray here. I still have no idea what I want to do, but I'm thinking I haven't used glass bead gel in a while. So what this is, it's just a golden medium that has these small little translucent glass beads in it. So you could colorize it if you want before you go in, but I'm not gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna put it on this page and see if I get an idea for something for it. But it goes on, it looks white, but it actually will dry clear and these little glass beads will be behind. And yeah, don't really know what I'm doing, but I sure do like to have fun while I'm doing it. I totally got sidetracked yesterday, so I'm hoping I can get this done, but I don't know if you can see the glass beads. They're really kind of funky in there. And anyway, so it's got cool texture just looking at it from here, but I'm going to paint over it. But I don't know what I'm going to paint over it. So let's talk this through. And I've got total morning voice, so let's have some more coffee. Alright, so my first thought is I can go totally safe and put like quinacridone magenta over it. Then nah, that's not okay. So then my second choice is to go blue because it's kind of orangey pinkish
And then, you know, what color blue? That's another thing. And I want the beads to show through. Yeah, I don't have the answer. I just don't. I think I'm going to have to go teal. Alright, so I don't know what I want to do, but I feel like that's kind of cool and texturized. I kind of want something graphic on it, and I think I want to bring that black back out. I think I'm just going to make some circles with some India ink. I might just be careful and do each one separately and see if I can't get it to drip. I might even start over here. Fill up those little spaces in there with a little bit of book text, and I think I'm going to take some Titan Buff just on my finger and just kind of go in there. Hopefully the ink is dry. So I pulled a piece of paper out, and I love this. It's errors, effects of errors and statistical assumptions. Yeah, like that's ever going to happen. So there's like all these equations. Let's see if I can't rip one out. 2 out, 3 out. So to glue those down, I'm actually going to take a little gel medium. Just because it's such a texturized background. And I'm also going to put a little bit on top. Again, hoping that all of this is dry. It's totally random, but those little bits are in there. And they're just equations, which is weird too. I need something else. My other thought was maybe taking a little charcoal and kind of shading them. These are just some really soft charcoal sticks. They're fine. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to go around the outside. Hopefully this is dry enough to do this, otherwise I'm just creating a hot mess. And I want to be able to smudge and create a shadow. Paint swatches out. Mostly because I was digging through my drawer and they fell out. But I'm thinking maybe a little stripey swatch color somewhere. Taking that paint swatch apart, I pulled that off the center because I didn't like it. I'm taking little bits of book text that totally make no sense and putting them in random places. All because I still don't know what I'm doing. So I figure if I just keep moving, maybe it might become clear or not. So yeah, this is where I'm at now. I'm stopping soon, I think, but there needs to be something else. So I just have a little of that teal paint left over, so I'm just gonna go across here. Why? Because it's sitting there staring at me. My thoughts are, what am I doing on the center? And I have these leftover Heidi Swap stickers from God knows when. I'll never be able to spell many, I shouldn't say never. I can't spell too many words with that. So I'm thinking I'm going to layer them in there, as crazy as that might sound. Because you know, on a mission with the stickers. So I'm going to just, and they might not even stick. Maybe I should put, because of that texture in there, maybe a little gel medium. And then stick them down. Oh, a little? That's a lot. Those stickers is they kind of melt. So anything that was sticking up before, I could heat melt together. That's kind of cool. One of those bonuses, you didn't know what's going to happen. This feels like a hot mess with possibilities. So I am thinking perhaps of putting some teal, because I still have some teal paint over here on my palette, so I might as well. Just something in here. Still a hot mess. I think I'm just going to take the black charcoal and just dull this down a little bit too. So that's a tag I ripped off from before, so I'm thinking I might need to just put that there. Okay, so I got one step closer to something, which feels like nothing. So I'll stop there. I'll be right back. Figure out what I'm going to do. I think it's just throwing crap on here. Kind of enjoying it though. Alright, just because I have this out and I can't think of anything better to do, I'm just kind of dirtying up the letters with that same charcoal. The bonus of using this as opposed to pencils, it's just really soft. Stamp on here, and I pulled out my Practice Random Acts of Art. It's actually a Hampton art stamp. It's got to be 100 years old. And I'm going to stamp, this is the only real flat part on the book, so I'm just going to turn this so that it's flat enough when I do stamp. Not that it's going to be perfect, but get this to stay. And take some stays on. And hopefully get something that's nice stamp there. Haha, perfect. And I think I'm almost done. I said that before, but I really truly mean it this time. So I'm going to take one last look, see if it needs anything. Clearly it's going to need a date stamp. And date stamp out October 16th. Put it there. You really can't read it, so I should take a piece of tape. Let's try this again. Maybe even 2 pieces of tape. Cover that bad boy up. See if we can't do this again so that you can read it. I think just the final touch that it needs is a little bit of ink splatters. So, oh, that's brown. I'm glad I didn't splatter that. Let's see what we get. I don't want them huge, but I think we need some. Alright, that's it for this Inspiration Wednesday. I'm really kind of liking it now. And you know what? I wasn't sure about the letters there, but I think that's my favorite part of the whole thing now. Lots of layers, lots of turquoise. And I am leaving today, Bill and I. We are going to go to Sweden. And that totally was not a Swedish accent. And I am going to do my best to record the journal, why, how to. Anyway, you know what I mean. I'm like totally babbling. Maybe I just need to shut this off and go edit it and then do my thing. All right, that's it for Inspiration Wednesday. See you next week with a video about the journal.